Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I'm working on more pictures from Canada. I am now into my Ottawa photos. So this is St. Patrick's Basilica, you can see here in Ottawa. And this was pretty much the first thing that we did because we took the train early morning. We just went to our hotel, dropped off our bags, and then went right out into the city because we really only had like a half a day really, or 3/4 of a day. And this was on our list and it was pretty easy to find. So we thought, okay, we'll start there and then we'll work our way backwards, back towards our hotel. And that worked out rather well. As you can see here, I've already picked out one card. I know I want this because it matches all the green that I have going. However, I don't know that I need that much journaling space. I don't know that I have that much to say about it. So we'll see what happens. I may end up like embellishing part of this, or I could just go online to their website maybe and just like write down some historical information. That might be a way to go. I do have an empty pocket here though, where I need a card. So hopefully that's just gonna be like a filler card of some kind. Could be gray, could be green, brown, I don't know. Got lots of colors going on here. And then this layout's actually a flip out. So you can see like it's a 9x12 technically, but really it's going to be a 6x12 because in the album it will be folded like this. So these are the other two photos that I have from the front of the Basilica. And I didn't take those out because I'm sure I will embellish one of these, but it's just easier not to have all these photos flying around at the start. So I need to decide, do I want to start on the outside with the flip because it's probably easy to just slap on one phrase or one piece of ephemera and it's good? Or do I start here? So I have actually decided to start on this side since it is easier. Why not, right? Get that done, then I can focus on the bigger stuff, which is in the inside there. I think I'm going to use this photo. There is sky in both of them, but a little bit more here where I could hang something off the side or the top and it wouldn't mess with anything. I have some of that space here too, just not as much. This gives me more room to work with. So I think I'm going to go there. And just from what I see here, I'm thinking maybe green, like a lighter green like this, or even an olive green, because there's a lot of blue and a lot of brown happening. So I don't want more of that. Okay, I may have found something I can use up here, and it's different than what I thought. I was thinking maybe it was like going to be a phrase or something, but notice this card here. This is from a set of digital files where it's the same look, but they come in various sizes, and there were also some elements included. This was one of them that I had in here. So same style, but just this is the olive and this is more of a sage green. But I like the idea that maybe, you know, they might work because they're the same design. So it would be sitting like this. So you'd see it, you'd also see this. They'd both be visible. I actually kind of like it. Didn't know if I would because I'm like, oh, you're seeing the same thing. But I do kind of like it because once you fold it, then you don't see that, obviously. You're seeing the other stuff. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with that. Now, what I do with this, I don't know exactly because I am going to cut off part of it. It's too big to have it all the way on there. And I kind of don't want the numbers maybe, so I think I might just do that. Right where those diagonal lines are, I'll stop it there. And I don't even know that I need anything in there necessarily. I could just put a staple in it and maybe just call it good. All right, there we go. I have it on there. I clipped off what I didn't need, and I am going to just put a staple in there. And I don't think I'm going to do anything more than that. I think it's just kind of like a generic, okay, we're here, and leave it at that. So that kind of made that easy. I can put that back in the pocket now and then focus on what's on the inside. I have taken out my brown ephemera pieces and embellishments just to see if there's anything there I can use since I do have brown showing. If I had to, I could also do gray and perhaps even black and white, because there is black here, or at least it appears to be, even if it's like super dark brown. I could get away with black, I think, but I'd almost prefer to have like these brown tones if I can find it. So I will start with this pile and just see what I come across here. Okay, I think I'm just going to use this simple one here that says right here. It does have black font. That's fine. And I would put it here because I've already got this in the left-hand corner. Now, whatever ends up going here, I may not like those next to each other, but I do have the option where I can switch these for placement, and I'm totally fine with switching this over here if that's what I need to do. So I think before I do anything else, I have to figure out what card is going to go here. And again, I'm thinking brown, but I also would take a gray since there's gray here and kind of on the floor. I think as a neutral, it would work fine. So I will start with those two colors, and hopefully I find something that I can just drop in as a filler, and then it's good to go. I think I have found the card that I'm going to go with. In my travel stuff, I found no brown or gray card that I felt fit with this. So I went into just my normal stash, and I had this. I had nothing that was just a filler card with a phrase that would work. So kind of disappointing, but brown is not a color I use a whole lot, so I'm not surprised. But if I use this, actually, it probably will end up over here, because here these are again. I've been using these a lot, not just in Canada, but in some other albums as well. But I think here I could get away with using some of the silver and black because of the gray that's in there. I don't think like it would be super out of place to use that. So I think I might do that, and then it helps take up some of the room there, but I don't actually have to journal anything. I chose this sticker partly because of the silver and black, but then also this is St. Patrick's Basilica. So I figured a more Celtic type cross would be appropriate. So I went with that one. But when I look at it, it's too flat and boring. I don't like it. So I'm going to do a little ink splattering on it. So I have my chosen color here. This is more of an olive green once it's on there and dry. So it won't be like this. It'll kind of be a little bit more this shade, but really closer to what's on that other photo of that, what do you call it? Not embellishment, ephemera piece, whatever, that blank tag that I put on the other side. It's more like that color. But again, I think as long as I have a mix of all of that, it'll work with this layout just fine. All right, I've got my card in there. I've got my ink ready to splatter here. So let's see how it goes. I just noticed there's something on the card right there. I didn't do that. That was already on there. But you know what? If it kind of works with the design, I'm not going to argue about it. When I was done with the other card, I decided to do some splattering on here as well. And I didn't shake off as much ink, and I can tell. I got some pretty big blobs on there. But it is what it is. I do like this down here. Those are a little bit smaller, but I'm still going to use it. And I do think I'm just going to go on the internet, find some historical information about this basilica, and just write that on there, and that'll be this card. All right, so I have this adhered. I did switch those up, move this to the left. I have that on the right. That's all good. Have to do my writing on here, but for this side, I do feel like I need something either here or down here. So I'm going to look in my phrases, because I think in my brown phrases, I put some in there that were about architecture. There might even be one that says cathedral. I can't remember for sure. Oh, this is a basilica though. Well, okay, if it says cathedral, then maybe I don't want that one. But I think I have something in there that might work. So I'm going to pull those out next. I decided to actually go into my gray phrases to bring out some of that, since I had it here, a little bit of silver and like nothing else. And I found this one, and I know for a fact this is one I made myself, and I just did it on a gray background in Project Life. I did a bunch of these that were kind of generic phrases that could be about artwork or churches, you know, architecture, something historic, whatever. So this works rather well. And I think I'm going to do it at the bottom and just kind of put it down here. So clearly this is way too long. I have to clip off the ends, which is fine, but at least that'll give me something that I can put down here, and then hopefully this one will be done. I have the phrase on there. I did cut it down a little bit, obviously to fit. I'm just gonna put a staple in. And then let's take a look here. Let's see what I think. Is that enough with what I have? I think it is. I think with, you know, the journaling ones that's on there, I think this will really complete it. So I don't think I need to do anything else. So here's another one finished for Canada. Thanks for watching.